The speed demon fixed so quick you go, damn, that was fast. Hello everyone, and welcome back down here to The Gamer's Den with me, your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire, bringing you the fix for the Speed Demon Advanced class from D20 Modern. As I said last time around, the class suffered from being over-specialized, in that if for any of your supernatural abilities to work, you had to use them on a vehicle for which you had the vehicle expert feat. It's fairly limiting and detrimental overall to a class that's already in a specialized role. But before we get into the exact specifics of the fixes that I'm proposing here today, if you're new here to the channel, go on down there and hit the subscribe button. Join our historic and storied alumni. Or, if you're already enrolled in our rosters, then go on down there, hit the like button, and help share the video further, farther, and grow the channel onwards and upwards. But now, with all of that self-promotion out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this here. To begin with, for the Speed Demon, I've left all the requirements the same. You still have Drive of 6 ranks, the base Reflex save of +2, and the Vehicle Expert feat. You still get a D8 for hit points, 6 + 1 half your character level rounded down for action points, and 5 skill points per level plus your intelligence modifier. Your skill list is basically the same, except I've removed Listen and replaced it with Perception. And even if you look further down still, you will see that your base attack bonus, Fortitude, Reflex, and Will saves are all still the same. The real change begins at the defense bonus and reputation bonus. Your defense bonus starts off at a +1 and ends at a +6, which helps to make your level 10 Capstone ability just that much more useful. Your reputation bonus starts off at a +1 and ends at a +4. Being a speed demon, some kind of a street racer or stunt character, you're not going to be as famous as, say, a charismatic hero that went personality and really boosted that reputation score. But you're still going to have some kind of a reputation out there on the street, or just in the racing community overall. But as I keep saying and often repeating in these videos, the advanced classes live and die on their class abilities. And to begin with, the first two abilities are unchanged. You still have Uncanny Dodge X at level 1, which either gives you Uncanny Dodge or improves it up to its next step. And then you also have Hit the Weak Spot at level 2, in which the Speed Demon knows enough about vehicles to know how best to break them. And when you're making an attack against a vehicle with either a weapon or another vehicle, you ignore 5 points of hardness for the target. Really useful and something that makes quite a bit of sense. And then, coming in at level 3, we still have our bonus feat list, which is unchanged. At level 3, 6, and 9, you can select from the following list, which includes Brawl, Builder, Dodge, Drive-By Attack, Force Stop, Gearhead, Improved Brawl, Renown, Street Fighting, Vehicle Dodge, or Vehicle Specialization. And then, at level 3, we get Vehicle Empathy, which is where we begin to see things change around. The Speed Demon gains the supernatural ability to use Disable Device on a vehicle. As a free action, when touching the vehicle, they may pop the locks, start the engine without the keys, or fracture the engine block. The Speed Demon makes a Disable Device check, opposed to the vehicle's Fortitude save, which is a base of a +5 bonus, or may be adjudicated by the DM. If the driver is at the wheel, then the driver's Fortitude save can be used. It will result in whichever one is higher. So this adds just an element of failure there, but removes that vehicle specialization restriction that was originally in place, making it so that the ability can be used on a wider range of vehicles, but there's an element of failure there to help balance it out. Although it's not going to be too great a chance, given that even at level 3, it's a minimum level 6 character total, you can have at minimum, or at maximum rather, 10 ranks in your Disable Device skills, so you stand pretty good odds of being able to make this ability work. It just depends on that roll of the dice. But then going in at level 4, we've swapped an ability around. We have Leadfoot here, which gives you that +2 competence bonus on initiative checks when controlling a vehicle. This comes in early enough to be useful now, and will stay useful even as you level up further along. Getting it in later, it's still useful, but it's not quite as good. Getting it earlier can help make a big difference for you. Then at level 5, we have Nursing the Turns. The Speed Demon can now improve the performance of a vehicle they drive by reducing penalties. The Speed Demon can spend an action point to negate the movement or initiative penalty of a vehicle they control until the beginning of their next turn. In addition, the DC for any stunts they perform are reduced by 5 until the beginning of their next turn, which just helps to make this ability that much more useful and viable for you. And then, going on into the next ability for level 6, we have Commandeer. The Speed Demon gains the supernatural ability to take control of a vehicle and make drive checks, even when not behind the wheel. The DC to Commandeer is 10 for an uncontrolled vehicle, or a DC 10 plus an opponent's drive skill if a driver is present. If the vehicle is one that they have the vehicle specialization feat, the +2 bonus applies to the Commandeer check. Then, at level 7, we have Need for Speed. The Speed Demon can increase the top speed of a vehicle they control by 25%. Originally, this had said a ground vehicle. By removing that particular restriction and just making it a vehicle they control, this now not only applies to ground vehicles, but to watercraft, aircraft, any number of other crafts that they may end up in control of. And for level 8, they have Redlining the Needle. This ability remains unchanged. The Speed Demon treats all check or roll maneuvers for all out and highway speeds as one step lower, reduced from -2 to -1 or the -4 to a -2. It's a sensible enough ability. It's useful. Its maximum amount of usefulness is questionable, given that by the time you're a level 11 character, your drive skill as a Speed Demon is going to be crazy. Same with your pilot skill, potentially. But still, not bad at all reducing penalties, especially at those crazy high speeds. And then for level 9, we have Restore Vehicle. The Speed Demon can now spend an action point and restore 10 points of damage to a vehicle that they are in contact with. This may be done as a move action or part of a move action. The action is magical in nature and may be done to individual damage portions while the vehicle is moving. A vehicle for which they have the vehicle specialization feat receives double the restoration, which helps make that taking that feat that much more useful and viable. And then at level 10, we have our Capstone, One with the Vehicle. While driving or piloting a vehicle, the Speed Demon can add their defense bonus to the vehicle and all the passengers. This applies to all parts of the vehicle and all of your passengers. So, the big change here with this ability is just with the increase of the Speed Demon's defense bonus, you have a 6 instead of that 5. And while 1 point may not seem like a lot, 1 point can be all you really need to stand between you and taking massive destructive damage. But what do you think? Go on down to the comments below and let me know your thoughts. What changes would you make? Do you like these changes or do you dislike them? Hit that like or dislike button down there and let's go ahead and engage in the discussion. And if you're new here to the channel, once again, go on down there and hit the subscribe button and become a regular member here and be notified the next time we upload more great content here to the channel. But with all that said, I've been your Master of Lore, Jordan, and Storyteller Extraordinaire. Thank you so very much for your time, and you all have yourselves a good night.